Good day, everybody out there. You are welcome to Literature Hub 247. This is a literature channel where the art and science of literature are discussed. And I want to tell you that this channel is totally free. Just click on the subscription button and you have access to all my videos. Whenever I release any video, you'll be notified. And this is a tutorial video on unexpected joy at dawn. This is one of the recommended African novels by WAEC and NECO. So we shall be doing justice to WAEC 2021 questions on the novel. But before you listen or watch this video, I want to advise that you first watch my video on how to answer literature and English questions in WAEC and NECO. There, I explain the new dimensions just introduced by WAEC. So if you watch that video, you understand what we are doing here better. So if you need the link to the video, just write in the message box that I should send you the link to how to answer literature and English questions in WAEC and NECO. Now let's now go to the questions. We have two questions there. The first one is, discuss Ni's encounter with I Put It To Me in the novel. And the second one is, consider Mama Orojo's relationship with her church members in Amen Christi. Those are the two questions for that year. Now let's go ahead and do justice to the questions. Discuss Ni's encounter with I Put It To Me in the novel. Note: the candidates are expected to relate the question to the theme of the novel and identify the characters mentioned in the question. So these are the guidelines you need to follow when you are answering this question. That's why I say you should first watch my video on how to answer literature and English questions in WAEC and NECO. If you watch it, you understand what we are doing here. So, the solution. The theme of struggle for survival, quote unquote, is a major theme in the novel. Curfew is imposed across the country by the soldiers at the helm of affairs in Ghana. There was a curfew already declared in the town, across Ghana, across that country. Movement is restricted at night. Netaki and I Put It To Me are caught in the web of the curfew, and the duo have to find their way out of the problem. I think we all know Netaki, and I Put It To Me is a character there. It's also a character, and also known as Tadio. Netaki is the protagonist of the novel. He has a wife named Masa, who has been sick for some time. Ne is always by her side whenever he's back from work. I Put It To Me is a common who is also known as Tadio. Now, by this, we have identified the two characters that are mentioned in the question. He is a member of dreadful illegal miners known as the Daga Group. He is suspected to have duped Mama Orojo, Ni's sister, by selling a fake ring for her. He was killed in the mine. So that's the end of Tadio. I Put It To Me. He was killed in the mine. It is curfew time, and Netaki and I Put It To Me are still in the town. Ne pays a visit to Linda, the secretary in his office, who has been disturbing him for a relationship. That is why Netaki is trapped in the town. He stays late at Linda's house. The security monitoring the curfew is already out. Ne beats the security by pretending as a madman to evade being arrested. Netaki is able to get home. He notices that a man is sitting on the stump of a tree in front of his house. That is, I Put It To Me. He just moves past the man and enters the house. He then narrates his orders to Masa when he enters. When he enters the house, he's now narrating how he's able to get into the house despite the curfew to massage the sick wife. Apollo Tome, sitting on the stump of a tree in front of Neil's door, has been apprehended by an army lance corporal for breaking the curfew. The soldier drags him into Neil's room. He has lied to the officer that he was taking care of his sick sister. Neil is then asked whether he wanted to take his wife to the hospital, but the curfew would not allow him. This confirmation saved Apollo Tome from the hands of the security officers. The meeting of the duo is ironic, that is, the meeting of Netaki and Apollo Tome. They are able to maneuver their ways to avoid being arrested during the curfew. Ne has never met Apollo Tome and knows nothing about him, but the latter knows the details of Ne's life. That is Apollo Tome. He knows the details of Ne's life, though. So that's the question. Now the second question. Consider Mama Orojo's relationship with her church members in Amen Christi. Consider Mama Orojo's relationship with her church members in Amen Christi. Note: this question requires the candidate to relate it to the theme of the novel in line with the question asked. Mama Orojo and her church should also be identified before discussing her relationship with the church. So we follow these guidelines in answering the question. Now the solution. Mama Olu Orojo is a faithful and dedicated member of Amen Christi, a religious sect at Ijase. The activities of the church are not affected by national politics. This is in contrast to the theme of the failures of the government of the day. Now we have now related the question to the theme here. Now the identification of the character. She is Netaki's blood sister. She traveled with her parents from Ghana when the aliens were deported from Ghana. Netaki is left in Ghana then. She has to come back to Ghana to search for Ne. Mama Orojo occupies a key position in the church. Mama Orojo maintains a cordial relationship with the pastor, elders, and the members of the church. Now we are not talking about her relationship with the church member. That is why she goes to the chairman of the church with the elders of the church to inform him about his marriage, with the thought that they will be happy if they hear the good news. So she has a good correlation with the church members, and that's why she informs them about her marriage, thinking that they'll be happy to hear that. Let's continue. She shows a high level of empathy when she hears the chairman's report of the armed robbery case in Ijase. She condemns the challenges of the armed robbers. Mama Orojo is conversant with the activities of the church. This shows in an approval of the church expenditure presented by the chairman. She is generous to the church. She is one of the financiers of the church that the pastors relies on. Her relationship with the church is not affected by the opposition of the elders of the church to her proposed husband because he is not a member of their church. Though she resists it, but doesn't react negatively. When she informs them about her marriage, they are not in support because the husband is not a member of the church. But despite that, she doesn't show any negativity in her activities or in her participation in the church activities. So that's Mama Orojo for you and her relationship with the church members. So we have done justice to the question. If you are new on this channel, try and subscribe to the channel. It's free. Just hit the subscription button. You're also free to share any of my videos on social media. Inform your friends about this channel. Let them join us here because there are lots of things to gain here. we already have all the text discussed on this channel. All the poems are already here, and we have a lot of tutorial questions that will be of help to you. You can also visit our website at www.literaturehub247.com. Again, www.literaturehub247.com for any of our literature materials. Just search for it on Google and it will open for you. Just click on bookshop. You see our materials there. Especially those of you that are writing WAEC and NECO. We have a lot of past questions compiled, both WAEC and NECO. Just click on download and follow the instruction. So if you have any question on literature, send it through the message box and your questions will be answered. Thank you and God bless you as you are following this channel.